Have you guys taken that first step with automotive photography and gotten those first few shots but have no idea how to edit them? If so, this video is probably for you. What is going on, guys? My name is Preston Stryker. If you guys are new to the channel, I am a car photographer and videographer, and it'd really help if you guys hit that thumbs up button down below. And with that being said, let's get right into the video. Alright, everything we do in this video is going to be pretty basic. It's going to be pretty easy to learn. Might be a little confusing at first, but once you start doing it more, the more you practice, the easier it'll get. Alright, we're going to use this beautiful 2005 Ford GT I took a picture of this weekend on Sunday. And I'm going to show you guys a few simple edits that you guys can do to really impact how the picture looks. Alright, so first thing that I like to do when I'm in pictures is just go over here, top right. You guys are going to go to that crop, and I like to just auto crop it. So just click auto and it'll auto crop it and make sure that everything's pretty straight. You want the frame to be straight and lined up with the car. Alright, so that's all we're going to do in the crop section. And then from here, this next one, it's basic, but it's a little bit confusing at first. You're going to go down here to this remove button and select the brush size. It doesn't matter. Depending on your object, you might need to go bigger or smaller. We're going to do these people first instead of doing the lady on the left side. Alright, now we can go in and do the lady. Hopefully this one comes out a little bit better. So sometimes you'll just have to do the people separately. Alright, that looks a little bit better there, so instead of there. Alright, overall that doesn't look too bad at all. Alright, so that'll be good. That's you can also go through here with the variations. It's really up to you how you want it. Just going to keep it right there for right now. Alright, so the next thing that we're going to do, we're going to go up here to this edit section right here. And we're going to scroll all the way down. And we're going to go right up here, right under optics, and click enable lens correction. That just brightens it up a little bit. It gets like the vignetting off of it. And then from here, we're going to start with some masks. So we're going to do 3 different masks on this one. First one is going to be the subject mask, and this one's going to be the car right here. So as you can see, it does a pretty good job outlining the car. And we're going to do a few edits on here. So we're going to go to that exposure, bring the exposure down to negative 0.56 right there. That's pretty good. As you can see, it doesn't do a whole lot. Just takes it and dims the car just a little bit, so there's not so much harsh light hitting it. And then the next one we're going to do, we're going to go to the contrast, and we're going to bump the contrast up to plus 34 right there. And then that's just going to take it and keep it dim like that. Alright, next two we're going to do are the highlights and the shadows. So what I love to do with the highlights is bump the highlights all the way down right there just to get all that harsh light off of it. Then take the shadows, bump the shadows all the way up. As you can see, bumping the shadows all the way up just brings out a lot of the details. So like down here by the vent and stuff, and then the headlights and that lip at the bottom just takes it, and now you can just see it a lot clearer, and it brings out the detail. Alright, so that's good for mask number 1, which is the subject mask, and there is a before the mask and after. And so far this is the raw image, and so far this is the edit. Looks pretty good, as you can see. Alright, so the next edit we're going to go into is going to be mask number 2. We're going to go up here, create new mask, and the next one is going to be a background mask. We're going to go up here, click background, and did a pretty good job outlining that background. And then from here, going to start out with the exposure and contrast. We're going to take the exposure, bump it down to negative 1.4 right there, and that really dims the background. So now you can see the car kind of blends with the background here. Now it's standing out a little bit more because the background's darker. Alright, next one you're going to do is you're going to take the contrast and you're going to bump it up to plus 26. Right at 25, actually we're going to bump it right at 25, 26, somewhere in there. Alright, so as you can see, doesn't do a whole lot either. That's just taking it, bumping them down. making the background darker and separating the car from the background. Alright, next one we're going to do, same thing I did with the last one, we're going to bump the highlights all the way down. Shadows are going to go all the way up, and then we're going to take the whites, and we're going to bump the whites down to that minus 25 range. Right at 27, actually, we're going to bump it down to negative 27. As you can see, it's already coming together. It's looking a lot better. Here is the before, and here's the after so far, and we're not even done yet. Alright, we're going to go through with one more mask, so the next mask is going to be a linear gradient. So we're going to go down here, fourth one down, we're going to click linear gradient, and we're going to take the cursor at the bottom, and we're going to bring it up right under the windshield. So right where the windshield starts. And then what we're going to do, we're only going to mess with two different things in this one. We're going to take the exposure and we're going to bump that down to minus 7 or negative 0.7 right there. And then we're going to take the contrast and bump that up to plus 18. As you can see, that just takes the bottom. See how it's a little bit lighter there? It's going to darken it up a little bit and kind of draw the eye up towards the car. And so now the eye's on the car, and the car is like the main focus of the picture, but the background still looks clean. Alright, so as you can see, so far this is the before, and after it's coming together super well. Alright, so that's going to be it for the masks, and pretty much that's everything that I like to do. That's a good beginner start, and a lot of it is it's not too hard, but it's just enough to make your photos go from this to this, and that's just a basic editing tutorial. If you guys like this video, make sure you guys comment, like, and subscribe, and stay tuned for future videos.